Okay, I think we're good to go. Hello. Greetings. We're late starting. However, I took a nap earlier, so, oh, there's another thing here. Screens. Alright, back to this. Alt. Hey Ninja, how you doing today?
We can't win this war.
How are you doing on this fine day? So baffled by how well that Kita-san Black run went. Despite being Ura Doing alright, survived this work week and just manually formatting a tenancy agreement. Oh, a tenancy agreement? You moving into a new apartment? Oh, work day. Yeah, that makes a big difference. Work week is like, damn, you're finished already? Nice. I'm doing good. Like I said, I was chilling earlier, just relaxing. I kind of looked. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I googled the playthrough for this game. Well, playthrough, but I googled the mission list for this game, and there's like 7 or 8 missions left. So I don't think it would take us more than 2 hours to beat this game. If you know what I mean. It's one of those situations where I'm like, you know, I might as well just. New laws plus rent increase meant the landlord is looking into a new agreement. New laws? So how much is it increasing for you? Landlords try not extra £100 a month for the house full, about 33 £3 for me. Oof. How much was it before? Bro, can you fuck off? Leave me alone. I'm talking to my friend here. But yeah, and yeah, the new laws basically just a whole lot of extra protections. 1700. So it's 1700 now, or was it 1600 before? Or is it 1700 before, and now it's 1800. Now 1800. Fucking robbery. Highway robbery. I hate landlords are the scum of the earth. Genuinely. Gotta love, and then like if someone dies or something like that happens, like, you know, oh yeah, new house is on the market. Nah, sorry, a landlord bought it. And to open up more places to rent, which you can never buy. Gotta love it. Real and bad words, my friend. Real, like genuinely. Also, gotta love the British government. Like, hey guys, I know we already like made it so you have to put ID for everything, but we're also making it so that you have to pay fucking more money for houses. Yeah, cause go fuck yourself, I guess. Good news, we managed to turn a perfectly affordable semi-detached house into a favela of 12 hobbit holes. Rent is 900. 900? That's a bit cheap. I think what you mean to say, Irish, is 1,250 for one room. Oh, it's not broke? Break. Also, how you doing today, Irish? Get him, ricochet bullets.
Wonderful, Jack. I knew that machine was special. Get out of my head.
Jack? Jack?
Get out of my head!
I'm losing you, buddy!
It's linking me into the Darkmaker ship systems. They're taking me to them.
Jack! Jack!
I'm linked into the Darkmaker ship. I can control some of the machines.
As much as I don't want to defend the British government, technically the rent increase is just a standard yearly one that's just timed around the same time. Oh yeah, apparently PlayStation is putting in a thing now where you need to fucking put a photo ID. PlayStation itself. And they kind of just lumped Ireland in with UK. So, well, good thing I don't use a PlayStation. Thank God. A common Sony L. Yeah, yes, yeah, of course I want to give my biometric data to a company that's been breached like 12 times. Yeah, of course. Or the company that's doing the data collection is a company that already got fined €1 million fucking earlier this year for improper use of what is it, the biometric data. You know the meme about Torment Nexus? Where it's like, from the hit novel, Don't Build the Torment Nexus? That meme? It's like, tech companies be like, we built the Torment Nexus from the hit novel, don't make the Torment Nexus. That is Britain, but with George Orwell's 1984 for a lot of stuff. Because I know thought crimes are a thing in the UK now. You playing soccer? Football? Better performance than the Irish World Cup team, at least. I love being raised specifically with not providing any identifying a private and detailed online to see the transition to requirements. I love that I love how it's used in the term of like, oh yeah, it's to protect the kids. It's like, I love that instead of like, you know, having parents do their fucking job and watch their kids, it's all our problems now. And realistically, kids are still gonna get around it anyways. So it's like, it's like when you see, you know, DRM software that like does performance issues, but then the game gets cracked anyway. It's like the only ones suffering is people that actually pay. Really like them. They really like doing mechs. They really like doing mechs in these games. I feel. That missed. You know what? The strategy to worry about it? Just don't give kids a phone at like fucking age 8. Wait till they're like 15 or something. The guidance of the Torment Nexus was followed real. Speaking of 1984, I actually bought the book the other day. So I have it as paperback now. That's nice. I can go read about the Thought Police, also known as the UK, the British police force. I love this, like, yes, let me trust the government, like, wet blanket MC, yeah, be like that. Ninja, if I can sit through Evangelion, I can get through 1984. Not much more of a wet blanket than fucking Shinji Ikari. Of the world in terms. Yeah, cause like, what was it? Fucking with 1984, like, you know what? Some of the systems are already in place we have right now. I mean, there's also Subaru. Subaru's kind of a wet blanket, like, for the first, until like season 2, realistically. But I've gotten through worse shows. And worse stuff. I also read The Great Gatsby. That also is like just everything's just awful in that book. But for instance, I've talked about it before. What is basically exemplifying some of the stuff from 1984 is, you know, the Ministry of, like, what's it, I can't remember the exact ministry name for it, but it's the one for, Ministry of Truth, right? One of the things that is kind of relevant to it still, or relevant right now, is YouTube, right? So there's an entire. Are they really making me do all of that again? Are you serious? What the hell? That's so far back. I'm not like I can get out of this mech. Like, that's so far back. I've got to do all that parkour again. I gotta go through that entire room. Because I have to try and aim, punch specific thing while a massive laser group comes after me. Like, I've got to go through all this again. Fucking hell. What was I saying? Right, so YouTube. Since I got time now, since I got time to talk, since I got to deal with that. So, YouTube, right? A whole generation of young people nowadays are doing the shit. It's like, it's YouTube speak, right? It's the best way I can describe it. YouTube speak. You know the type. Funny mustache man, unalive, all that type shit. That type of language, right? Also, it's language being enforced and people make it their lingo, right? Purely to please advertisers, to make their videos advertiser friendly. It's pre-censoring. which is a thing in 1984. That's a fucking part of 1980. Yeah, Sanitized Speak is 1984. We're already in 1984 thanks to fucking YouTube and TikTok. I don't know if TikTok's as bad for, but still. I've seen people still speak like that, Ninja, on fucking YouTube. No, sorry, not YouTube. They do that anyway there. On like fucking forums, on Steam reviews, on fucking random Reddit posts, fucking Instagram. Like, it's insane. Sanitized Speak is already here. And they wonder why people don't want to have kids these days. It's truly a mystery. It's all shit. Can't buy any houses. Rent's so fucking expensive. People can't even move out. Like, I'm pretty sure an entire generation is just cannot move out now. Like, it's not even about renting or owning property. They can't even move out at all. Like, I think anyone from like 27 or younger cannot move out these days. So, unless they have like either a ton of money or they have like an extremely well-paying job. Which, even though that market's kind of skewed these days, because, you know, a lot of jobs are being replaced by AI, or people or companies thinking they can just downsize people by doing it. Not all of them, but a good chunk are starting that path. I gotta bring this back now. No, it's the it's really it really sucks. It's times like this where sometimes you just think, you know, maybe if the things did go pop off, it wouldn't be that bad. As nihilistic as that sounds, kind of. I gotta deal with this again. I wish I could make my save states like in... Like, this is the problem. I have to fucking try and hit moving targets with a thing that's not precise. And I got hit by the lightning thing again. Oh my god, please. Please, I swear to Christ. Hopefully. I would love for that to be the truth. And it fucking... Are you kidding me? It flew back and killed me instead. God, I hate mech. I hate this fucking... I hate these stupid mechs so much. They're just... You can't heal. You can't fucking heal in these things. You can't heal in these things. You take any damage and you're stuck with it for the section. At least when I had to do it earlier in the game, it at least let me fucking hop out of the mech so I could deal with all the enemies, since there was actually no way to protect yourself from damage with that one. Like I can now. Ugh. Anyways, I don't think I talked. I probably should consider that for a power washing stream. But Star Wars D&D once again was very eventful, like extremely eventful. It was really funny. Another spaceship crashed. Yeah, a lot of happened. A spaceship crash landing, an explosion, a lot of fighting. Stealing an actual bigger ship that is now ours. We kept it. One of the last guys who was running away, he ran like fucking 60 meters in the span of like 10 seconds. It's honestly kind of crazy. He should run track. He ran like less than 20 seconds, and I'm like, oh cool, he's getting away. He's a witness though. So I did the old funny, got on the ship cannon and I shot him with it, and he went pop. Yeah. He's gone. He didn't last. He's not going to be in the next session. And of course that shocks you. Cool, why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it? To give you an idea, the ship cannons in the Star Wars RPG, it does a minimum of 50 like in terms of player damage, so wounds, it does 50. At least my kill count increased though. That's a positive. Went up by 2, so now I'm at 18 kills total. It might have been higher, but I rounded it to like 18 as being how many kills I had. I don't know if I had more in the old sheet before it got, but in my notes section before it got nuked. So I'm just gonna stay at 18 and we're gonna work from there. But hey, I got a new ship now, and I got the bounty target. I mean, I didn't take him in personally, but it was really funny what I did to him though. We got him, and he was immediately like talking to him, and he's like, "Yo, you're pretty fucking dumb, right? You guys are idiots." And he's just completely talking shit. And so this guy was blindfolded and gagged, and so he's talking shit to me after I ungag him, and he's like, "Yeah, you guys are fools. You're not gonna do anything. Yeah, you guys are a bunch of fucking idiots." And I'm like, and I just go like, yeah. Yeah, it's a real shame I won't be getting to do what they're gonna do to you. And I put the gag back on his mouth and I fucking knock him out. Not nicely. I fucking knocked him the fuck out. He's lucky though. I'm be honest. My character after the last adventure has been through some shit and has not had time to work through it yet. Me getting all these kills today was helped me get through catharsis of trying to get back in the flow of things. So that being said, like all that thing with killing and stuff like that, I was 100%, I was completely, the person said with this bounty is that they wanted him alive, but if he was dead, bring the body back. So I wasn't, and of course, I wasn't too upset if I had killed him. Of course I got caught by that, why wouldn't I? Oh my fucking god. Oh. But yeah, no. So we got our target. And we're actually getting another player next week. So it's gonna be a medic. Seriously, how the fuck am I meant to hit this? It's going so fast. I can't use like my slowdown power. You see what I mean though, Ninja, with this? Like, how the fuck am I meant to hit that? Like, it's going so fast around the fucking thing. Who the fuck designed this? Go fuck yourself, whoever did. I want to see if I see mech designer in the thing. Fuck you. These mech segments suck.
What the? Daxter?
What? What'd you see? Let me look. Hello, elevator. Bottom floor. Going up. Come on. Ah, I hate being short.
It just seemed for a moment, it looked like... No, it couldn't have been.
It was funny having to explain to some of the new player and like one of the other players who wasn't in the part. So in our Star Wars campaign, 3 of the players were in it back when the last party died. Well, most of them died. One person is new to the groups and new to the systems, and the other person was spectating, who was just sitting in to see how the session went. He liked it a lot. Well, he's played it before, but he's liked it a lot. And I'm like, all this hectic shit's happening back to back, session to session, and I'm like, okay, I know how it looks like, but normally this isn't how hectic these missions go. We don't normally have back to back ship crashes per adventure. That's not normal. That doesn't what happened with us. It's honestly really funny in that regard. I'm like, what? But that's how I've always seen it for you guys. Like, I know it might look that way, but that's not how it is.
Help me!
I am kind of curious how our other D&D group will go. Because I know in a couple months, I think by near like the end of this year, roughly, is when
10 medal hits this week.
D&D will probably end, the Saturday one, the campaign. That Saturday game will end. The campaign should wrap up by then, unless we all die beforehand. It would be really awkward though if like the last session or whatever happens the week I'm gone to see the Nier concert. That'd be so fucking awkward. They're like, oh no, we're finally fighting the big bad. Yeah, Darius is not in this campaign this week. So what do you mean he's not here this week? He's watching a Nier concert. It's just my character sitting in the. It's just me drawing over myself as my character from D&D listening to music. Yeah, I imagine. But sometimes like 1 or 2 players are missing here and there every once in a while. But knowing my luck, it'll definitely be when I have to fucking miss, because I'm usually always there. I'm usually always present for D&D because I usually don't have things. Because I don't usually have plans on weekends. And if I did, they were either before D&D or they're after. Actually, there might be one day I might miss it. I might miss D&D in like May and June because I'm going to watch a horse race. I'm like, sorry guys, watching horses. Have fun. Or I just get on my fucking phone and just like start talking. It's like, alright, dude, I want to do this move.
Out of my way. We got one.
Shoot it, man! You're his
I will say when the Saturday D&D game ends again, what I might do is I might go back to doing some like odd Saturday streams. Maybe I might do Uma or something like that and just chill and do those again. Cause I've kind of every time my Saturday D&D gets canceled, I just do Uma stream that day. I know after this game, I'm planning on playing Drakengard.
Who knows what Errol will try to do next with that dark ship? We've got to take him out.
And I suppose you know how we can take him.
We have a plan, but it's risky.
Oh, of course. It couldn't be easy. No. And I'm sure we're on the short list to head up the mission, huh?
No, this one's tricky. I'm giving it to Torn and Jinx.
What? I suppose you don't think we're good enough, huh? You don't think we can do it?
Dax.
May I remind you that this team of Daxter, Jack, and Daxter have taken on just about every scary thing this world can throw at us for 3, count 'em, 3 adventures.
Daxter.
3
This is an
games.
outrage, Jack. We're the heroes. We're the ones on cereal boxes.
Yep,
for
first
God's sake.
Drakengard.
And I'm about to release my own line of sports shoes.
I
I've
do-
got a contract.
You're on the mission. Your job is to cover Torn and Jinx in a vehicle filled with explosives. Escort them to the Metalhead section, and together you'll blow open the nest.
Oh, well. Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Here we go.
Why is Sig here? You know, you'd think they'd let us go first if that was the case. I love how they're getting shot by things off screen. But yeah, I'm gonna start with my idea, honestly, Ninja. If I can get through Drakengard 1 to 3, which I feel like I could get through in 2 months, right? I feel like I could get through those 3 games in the span of 2 months. I'm gonna play Nier Automata, and I'm gonna have that played before I go to my thing, so I'm completely refreshed on the Nier series. Well, besides Replicant, but I'm not playing Replicant again for the moment, because like there's no real need to replay it.
Watch out. Sweet shot.
Since, like, you know, we've already beaten all the endings. And that's my goal for this year, is to... The only thing is with Drakengard, I need to... The first 2 are PS2 games, so they're fine. It's the third one, I need to go and get a PlayStation Store card, because for some reason credit cards and debit cards don't work on the PS Store if you use like PS4 or PS3 stuff for some reason now. It's weird. But my idea is to go and get and buy it off the PS3 store and just download it that way.
One metalhead totally dead.
I'm kind of curious how long the first. I like to think the old games punishing difficulty and ass checkpoints made Extravision game more lucrative. What, for this game you mean right now? Because you know some games you finish you wanted to never see again. Real. Extravision. It's, you know the meme about the Rothschilds paying off something so I do worse in a game? Extravision and fucking game paying PlayStation developers to make games more ass to play so that it pads out the game time so that they have to rent the game for longer. I'm gonna be honest with you, game renting was the shit. That, like, I know like the idea of renting stuff sucks now, but game rentals were actually great. I miss game rentals. It was like cheap. It's much like it was like a fraction of the cost to buy something. The games were new, and you could play through it and say, yeah, if I like it enough, you come back and buy it later. You know what I mean? It was a great system. But then all the stores that did it shut down. I miss Extravision, honestly. You also could rent movies there, too. And if you like the movie, you can just buy it then. It's such a great system. I mean, obviously now you can just pirate shit, but that doesn't really work the same for games. More of a movies thing, but TV show stuff. But, you know, it is what it is.
Shoot them all.
Closest you can get is Game Pass. I mean, that or piracy, but, you know, that one's more lucrative to do.
That was a sweet fireball.
Well, for on the game side of thing, at least. Where the fuck are we flying to? You know, there's a game that I rented a few times but never fully bought. It was a PS2 game. It was called Marvel Imperfects. It was like a Marvel fighting game. Maybe I should play it on stream, although I suck at fighting games, so maybe not. But like, it had like... I guess I'd describe it... Like I said, I was mostly into superhero stuff as a kid. Superhero Star Wars stuff, so I would have played the more niche titles. You know, let me look it up real quick, see how long it is to beat. Marvel... Marvel Nemesis, Rise of the Imperfects is what it was called. It had, it was basically like, it's like, there was like, you know, the main, like, Marvel characters, and then there's like a bunch of, like, you know, the OC characters. Game length. What do you mean? Okay, it's about 4.5 hours to beat the main story. That's not too bad, honestly. I could do that. I could do that in a stream. It's doable. In terms of OC creation? No, not in that. It's like, it's more like Marvel Rivals, where it's like, oh, you got like Spider-Man, and like, you got Spider-Man, Captain America, Hawkeye, and then it's just Luna Snow. It's like, who the fuck's Luna Snow? It's their OC they made for this game. Ooh. Why did they take what? Okay, here's my thing, Torn. Why did you take the most fucking scenic? What are you doing right now, bro? Why are you taking the most scenic route possible to the fucking place we need to go?
Oh yeah, baby.
Why didn't you just fly there? We could have been there already. Also, what's really... I still laugh that this game's cover art is the exact same cover art for fucking, or it looks exactly like Gears of War 2's. What is that noise in my left ear? Jesus Christ.
Big baby.
I still think we should have probably left the gunship go first rather than... Okay, I got attacked by something there that I couldn't even see on screen.
Take him out, Jack.
Please tell me we're almost there. Of course. Of course. Please don't tell me it's at the fucking start. Oh, thank Christ. Wish I could speed. Part of me misses the PS2 emulator at times for playing this game because the handy feature of save states, but also the handy feature of I can speed up the game. See, okay, so here's the thing, Ninja. The path we need to go to is right here, over here in the mission. Why the fuck this dude is flying all the way around? Bro's taking the scenic route. It's like he's a taxi driver trying to get as much fucking money out of you as possible. Bro saw the cab fare was actually was only like €5. So he's like, nah, I gotta make that 20. It is though, like you ever been in a fucking taxi and like you could tell like you're looking at the maps, you can tell they're clearly taking the most fucking roundabout way fucking possible to get to your location you want to go, or intentionally slow down so that you get stopped at a stoplight. Must admit, I've thankfully not needed a taxi all too often, but I do believe it. Well, unfortunately, Uber wasn't really a thing a couple of years ago, so I've had to do it a few times. Or Uber doesn't exist in my town is a better way to put it. So the occasional time where I have to go a long distance or something, and there's no bus around because the buses only show up every like 2 to 3 hours. So mind you, normally I just walk, right? But in this case, it was raining, like heavily, so I was like, I'll just take a taxi this time because no one was around that day. Visiting a family member who's up in the hospital or something like that. Okay, cool, I got attacked off screen again. I love that. I love rail shooters. Yeah, but the taxi driver clearly was like going slower at times, like, bro, come on, man. I guaranteed if Uber didn't have like a charge you pay immediately, would have been the exact same.
Oh yeah, they hurting now. Move and groove, Chili Pepper.
All right, it's payback time. You ready to rock, Dax?
You mean go in that place? Jack, maybe I'll stay here and protect Sig.
Supernova, huh? Hint time. Cool. Ball. You know, I like you know Invincible, right? That show. I like Invincible. I like the comic. My biggest gripe with the show though is I know they spend too much fucking money on like getting celebrity voice actors. When you know their ass could have just hired fucking some of the cheaper ones, or they could have gotten actual like, you know, normal voice actors to do stuff. Like, God forbid we get someone like, even if we do get voice actors, get ones who, like, you know, do more voice role stuff. Like, I don't know, like Ron Perlman, or get, like, Keith David, get them in. What am I meant to do here? Oh, right. I forgot I have the fucking flying ability. Oh, cool. A light bridge from Portal. You know, it's crazy to think that people born in 2007 will be 20 next year. Or the fact that Avatar The Last Airbender is 21 this year. Oh yeah, that's a big issue. People love honestly, I can get that, Ninja, but honestly that's less of the Invincible problem and more just a fandom problem in general, and then terminating online people problem. And I get you, but funny enough, I'm pretty. If I could, let me recall something real quick. See, the problem is, The Boys actually came out like 3 or so years after Invincible, the comic, came out, because the Invincible comic's been out for over 20 years, maybe even longer. Is that the first time you ever had any media appearance was fucking King of the Hill and Paul with Simon Pegg and Paul Rudd. Not Paul Rudd, sorry. Simon Pegg, Seth Rogen, and what's his name? Nick Frost. Because he's constantly wearing an Invincible shirt in that show, in that movie. I'm be honest, you say like dissection, like, so The Boys' dissection of superhero stuff, the show is more like leaning towards like, you know, alt-right politics, uh corporations, celebrity A-list type stuff. I'm gonna be honest, literally everyone in the Boys comic is just vulgar, slurs every page and comic issue, rape, so much rape. Jesus Christ, is like I don't think there's like one like issue or like character and like villain or something that didn't go without go and do like commit sexual assault of some sort. Yeah, Boys was originally a comic, but it's done by Garth Ennis, a guy who famously who's a like 40 something 50-year-old, but he absolutely despises superheroes. So it was literally a hate comic. It wasn't a dissection. It was like I'm like it wasn't a, like yeah, no, dude, funny enough, actually, so he writes Punisher really well, and especially when he's reined in, he can write decently. He actually hates Captain America, but you know who he doesn't hate? He hates every superhero, but except one. He doesn't hate one superhero. Do you want to know which one it is? What's the anti-anime problem? What's that, Irish? Too much time between episodes of people with far too much neurodivergence to basically start writing their own version of the story. I think that's just an ADHD problem due to the increase of short form content. Motherfuckers would not have lasted. I don't know if how many of you know what I'm saying, but like the Mystery Skulls animated like music videos someone did like years ago, where there'd be like several years between things. I don't think they would last, or, like with the amount of theory crafting or like fucking video like English teacher analysis. Also, answer your question, Ninja. It's Superman. He doesn't hate he actually likes Superman, which is crazy. Garth Ennis is the only superhero he likes is Superman. Which I'm honestly surprised because most people, yeah, Garth Ennis, the only one he doesn't hate is Superman. He actually likes him and has written a story for him in which he's very respectful of Superman. It's really funny. Literally everyone who ever hates superheroes, they're always like, yeah, I hate Superman. It's nearly always Superman's the one they hate. He's like, oh, he's so boring. He's all this stuff like that. I was like, nah, he's my goat. That's my fucking boy, Superman. I love Superman. But yeah, no, they would not have lasted for the Mystery Skulls thing. I don't know if you guys know what I'm on about when I say the Mystery Skulls. So it was like, it's like a band, but like someone animated a stuff for them with like this whole like Scooby-Doo type cast, but it has like deeper like imagery and other stuff like that to it. I mean, it came in late. I mean, to be fair, coming in late to them is not a bad thing, considering how long it takes for them to make another episode of it. But you know what I mean, though. The people who like find the time between digital circuses bad, see, my issue with it's not animated problem. It's my problem I have with part 7 of JoJo is the fact that they're doing like a staggered release on certain parts of it and then doing weekly. But to me, it's like, oh yeah, that sounds good. We're getting that stuff. It's like, no, to me, it sounds like they're just dragging it out. It's like they're like, what would have been an anime that would have been done like after a year or so of runtime is something that's gonna be dragged out to like 2028. You know what I mean? Oh God, Sherlock. Sherlock, after rewatching, was really fun. Sherlock had probably the funniest turnaround of like a fan base of all time. Went from people glazing the hell out of the show, like praising it constantly. Like most of the stuff that like most murder shows or whatever will have like you learn the like how to put it. You'll learn with the like detectives and stuff in the show as you find evidence and try and piece things together. Sherlock is a show where you get told what happens. You don't know what happens. You don't have any of the information. It's just completely out of left field, and you get told by Sherlock because he's figured it out. You just have to sit there. It's like, okay, and he talks at you. But Sherlock series 4 being so fucking bad that it genuinely like flipped the fan base and then had them rethink the entire series was really funny.
Your friends have come to see me off. I'd love to stay and chat, but I have an appointment with the most powerful beings in the universe.
You're through, metal monkey. Don't make me come over there and sick Jack on you.
It
You're
got
too late.
it kind of got
Already
shattered by
awake in the
season
Dark
1
Maker
too.
ship. When I come back, I will be wielding the very power of the Precursors. I'll see you boys soon.
Why didn't we just stop him?
Cool. It's amazing. It's the dark stuff. Ah, it's gonna blow.
Let's get out of here!
We didn't even try to stop Errol, which is the funniest part. We just let him go. Right? That was so... And then I think like Halo Reach came out like 3 or 4 years after this game, and it had a much better running away from a spire. Oh. Running away from like the spire part of like Halo Reach, I think was the tip of the spear as the mission. Had a much more climatic like run away from it as like you get out of the thing. You know the scene I'm on about where like you run out of the thing, jump over, and you get caught midair from the Falcon, and then you like as you're flying away, you see the orbital strike taking out from a Halcyon class, not Halcyon class, a frigate class. I guess frigate. And then they get taken out because there's a bigger ship. The what do they call it? The space elevator they thought was actually just a cloaking device for a massive supercarrier.
I've got a clear shot.
Think we're gonna need a bigger ship.
Incoming target.
Uh,
For the government. Shoot 'em all now. Sort 'em out.
Halo Reach definitely has the probably the trope of hey guys, we did something, only for it to like do absolutely nothing in the grand scheme of things, realistically. So much of what you do in that game, like oh yeah, we took out the supercarrier and lost to Spartan 2 because of it. Yeah, they came in with like their entire fleet. Yeah, we're fucked.
Jack, we're in serious trouble.
Onin says there are strange forces at work. Fate has been twisted by something more powerful than anything she has ever seen in her many years. Something now awake deep in the catacombs.
Which is funny because
Let me
Fall of
guess.
Reach is
You
very...
blowhards want us to go down there. Correct.
The best access to
Which
the
is funny because the
catacombs
book
is on
and the
metalhead
game
side
are
of the
completely different
Sometimes.
in like events and how things carry out.
Onin says she sees your fate turning black with uncertainty. Onin says it will be very dangerous indeed. Onin says Hecker will escort you to the catacombs and... What? What did you say?
You will be Onin's eyes and Jack's wisdom. You must do this.
Okay, fine. But I am gone the moment that things get sticky. You two, get to the
To be
catacomb
fair, the
entrance
stuff in
and
the
take
book...
care of business.
Honestly, the events in the
I'll
book
meet
are
you
kind of
there.
more interesting, I'm not gonna lie.
Cover me. We can't hold them off forever. Incoming target.
Motherfuckers are spawn camping me out there. So where do I need to go for this on the map? Where is this? I gotta take a left up there. Okay. Don't both the book and the game have the same tragic thing of a sacrifice? Well, the plot of the book had, I'm pretty sure in the Fall of Reach, because Fall of Reach also talks about the, like, youth of John, and which one of the things that happens is they manage to recover a Jackal shield, I believe, but at the cost of losing one of Chief's, like, friends, not Fred, what's his name? Fall of Reach had the stuff where they were gonna do, I can't remember what it was called. It was Operation, yeah, Sam was what it was. It was Operation something, but the plan was basically to sneak on board, using a Covenant ship, sneak on board, or using a ship to sneak up onto the Covenant ship and like, take out the Prophets with all the Spartan 2s available, using a trap for something. But, unfortunately, the Covenant found Reach beforehand, and it obviously got shelved. The game and Halo Reach ends with, the Fall of Reach ends with, what's it called? I think it's Linda, ends up getting shot in the back of the head by a plasma pistol or something like that, and gets pretty much comatose, near dead, and they put her in an escape pod. Or put her in one of the freezing pods, despite that actually probably likely never come out of it. But, you know, they obviously retconned that off screen. She got, like, you know, flash clone and got her brain fixed, so it's all good now, I suppose. The fuck am I meant to get through this? Oh, up here. But then they made like 343 Industries made like this weird, like semi-animated movie, but then they like shoehorned in characters that weren't in the original because they wanted to tie into like their version of Blue Team. They shoehorned like Kelly and like Fred into it, which weren't really relevant in the book as much.
Yeah, that trinket's worth about as much as you
because they could tie it into Halo 5 or something. You know what's so funny? Microsoft be like, oh yeah, we gotta sell games, we're not making any money and stuff like that. It's like, Microsoft, you still have like majority of the Xbox One like line, or the original Xbox 360 and Xbox One stuff that's not been ever ported to PC at all. Like, take for example, Gears of War. Only 4 and 5 are on PC, and technically 1, but that's like not the original one. It's like the weird, shitty like remaster. But you see what I mean? Like you got 4 and 5 on it, which I'll be honest, the new Gears of War games, every Gears of War game after 3 kind of sucked. So my thoughts is that you could easily have done like a Gears of War like trilogy collection, have Gears 1 to 3 and make bank off it, because Gears of War 2 kicks ass. Gears of War 3 is fun. You don't have to make them like one launch of the 3 of them. Just make like, you don't have to make it like, you know, like the MCC thing. Please don't do that. I'd rather it not be like that UI again. But just have like each game be sold and you can just boot them up. I'd love to play Gears of War 3's like Horde mode again, or Gears of how did he fall? Or Gears of War 3's one where you play. I can't remember what it was called. It was the one where you played as the Locusts instead, fighting AI. Because I like that one a lot too. Have them anywhere in touch with people's wants. That is true. All Microsoft knows how to do is buy out studios, raise the prices, and then fire 1,000 people. Then shut down the company before they can make anything. Sorry, no. Either they shut them before they can make anything, or make them make a game that people won't like, and then shut them down. Or make a game that people do like, and then shut them down anyways. That's the Microsoft strategy. Kind of the same with Sony. Sony has like so many games they could bring back or do stuff with, but then they never do. Like we could have like, you know, we could have Infamous. Like, where's the Infamous games? They never got ported to PC. They never got ported to PS5. Because I don't know what cracks Sony thinks they're smoking, thinking, oh yeah, what if we have a streaming service for our stuff? And says like, dude, Stadia fucking killed itself trying to do that whole premise. I don't think you can do it either. Because who wants to play a single-player game with latency? Most people that... Or the fact that they, like, you know, a lot of countries can't get into PlayStation Plus. You know what I mean? Like, Gears of War would be good. Maybe re-release the first 2 Crackdown games. That'd be neat to try out for people. Hell, fucking bring your Xbox, bring the fucking games off the Microsoft Store. Here's the thing. Over here, like, I don't know about you, my download speed isn't the best. My upload speed's like maybe like 10 megabytes or something like that versus like, you know, the like 800 down. Right, the upload speed is not near as fast in most places. I think America's like one of the few, like, only a few places have like upload speed that matches their download. Let's be real here. So, because realistically, download is what really matters. Because most people like doesn't need much bandwidth to play a game that's online or like watch them. But like, you know what I mean. But in this case, it's like, why bother? Like. Yeah, stable internet's not widespread, especially in most countries. Honestly, I want a Steam Deck. To be honest, the real reason I want a Steam Deck is mostly just to get myself, is so I have something I can play, like, say like there's games I want to do a daily login for or something like that, right? So I can... I can do that, right? And then not have to turn on my entire PC for it. And or I can do it abroad, so it's not a hassle. I have to install anything on my phone. You know what I mean? Save my phone some space. Too bad Steam Decks are out of stock now. You know what I mean? Now they actually have money to be able to buy a Steam Deck. They're not around anymore. Fire the matches download and upload, but not for a long while they did not. Right? Gotta love it. It's like, oh hey, I finally have enough money to afford this thing. Thing goes up substantially in price, so you have to wait longer. It does suck. The only version of the Steam Deck left right now, Ninja, is the 250. I think it's the 256 gig version. It's the LCD version, not the LED, which has, but not the OLED one that has a better battery life or higher storage. And the worst part of all of it is the fact that so say like, all right, I'll buy the cheap one. I'll just upgrade the storage. The specific storage versions you need, like the type of SD you need to guess the Steam Deck like upgraded storage was like already expensive beforehand, and it was finally stabling out. But then the AI shit happened, and it's now like insanely expensive. Because I was asked talking to a friend of mine about it, because he did that originally. He had like the OLED version, an LCD version that he upgraded. He was looking at it now, like what used to be like 300 for like a 2 terabyte one, now it's like 600. Not the SD cards, so the internal SSD, the M.2, can be replaced. Although SD card, yeah, to be fair, a 2 terabyte SD, I think a 1 terabyte SD card's like 140 euro, roughly. Actually, let me double check. Hang on, 1 terabyte micro SD. 140 euro, yeah. Cause I was looking into one because I was tempted to get one for my I'm tempted to get one for my phone to boost it up from like 256 gig to like 1 terabyte or whatever like that, so like I'm not worrying about like phone storage for like say like photos, because I take a lot more photos now when I go on trips. I wish the fucking metalhead stuff was more useful besides just being, use this to buy challenges things you can do, which are mostly just time trials. I wish it was actually using it as currency instead, rather than the precursor orbs. Oh god, I gotta sneeze. Okay. I didn't even see that guy. It was an intentional kick. What do we got in here?
Where have you been? I've molted 3 times already, just waiting for you. Onan says we must get through the palace ruins, but I think... Uh-oh.
Jack, let me just say, before it's all over, riding on your shoulder, although it is kind of bony and uncomfortable, well, you've been a good pal.
You too, Dax. These adventures, they've been great.
Someone call for an army?
But you're a long way from the desert. I thought you said a smart warrior never takes his opponent head on.
That depends on how hard your skull is. I'd say you and I are both rather headstrong.
Let's finish this.
Look alive, Jack. Dark precursors. On your right.
Got much later than I planned. Yeah, usually you're not usually up this late. But you have a good one, Ninja. Take care, have a good rest of your night, and I'll catch you later.
On your left. Look out, Jack.
Whoops. Honestly, this is much better than the mech section. I don't think there's too much left. I wonder if I can make that jump. I'm a god.
Damos!
Not bad driving, kid. It was a good fight. And a good day to die. I'm very proud to have been by your side in the end. This world is not yet out of heroes.
We did well together. Don't move, Al.
Please, promise me one thing. Promise me you'll find my son, Mar. You'll know him when you see this. He's wearing an amulet just like it. A symbol of our lineage with the great House of Mar. Save the people, Jack. They need you.
Oh, so he's his dad. I was right earlier.
Father.
Yes, you were that child. I took you from Deimos, hoping to harness your eco powers for my experiments. Then I lost you to the underground. You seem upset. Did I tell you too late? You were the son of the great warrior Deimos. Oh, and he never knew. How delightful.
Ah! Bigger!
Thank you for opening the door to the precursors. Don't worry, I'll be back to put you out of your misery.
After him, Jack!
You're willing to go down there? Without a fuss this time.
Yeah, well, don't get used to it. It's just that nobody hurts my best friend and lives to brag about it. Let's get him!
Jack had his Zerg moment. We're catching up to him, I suppose.
Greetings, great warrior. Before it is too late, you must power up the planet's defense system. The ecosphere has begun its energy conversion. It will take some time for the weapon to fully charge. You have proven your worth, warrior. We grant you the gift of evolution. The honor of becoming one of us.
Step aside! I will be the one who evolves into a precursor. The right is mine!
Be careful what you wish for.
It is done. Don't worry, Jack. It is for the greater good that I assume this role.
Even now, it may be too late. If Errol awakens the dark ship's cargo, all will be lost.
Listen, Glow Boy, we've been doing all your dirty work while you slept in the stars. So stop it!
Inefficient. I told you we needed a backup hero. We should have gone with Plan B.
Plan B.
Hey, cut it out! We are unhappy with your performance. If you had been a true hero, you would have stopped Errol by now.
Don't look behind the curtain.
God.
Yes, well, even more angry, and we order you to
Bro is flabbergasted.
rise, or we will,
Oh, bother.
They look like me?
Not what you expected.
Yeah, we get that a lot.
Don't look so upset. If you knew we precursors were a bunch of little fuzzy rats, would you worship us? Could we run the universe?
Bro is like, wait, I got
Possible,
turned
buddy.
into one?
So, we fluff up the myth. A bit.
And we get the respect we deserve.
You idiots! Get down from there and stop defiling that glorious machine!
Do not let our size fool you. We are the most powerful beings in the universe.
We are? Why does Daxter look like?
Ah, yes. All eco contains the source of our essence. Our code, so to speak. When Daxter touched the Dark Eco, he was actually blessed when he thought he was cursed.
Woohoo! I'm a precursor! I'm a precursor! I'm a precursor! Hey! Wait a minute! They have pants!
These creatures are the great precursors? And I wanted to evolve into the... No!
A little drafty, isn't it?
The only way to ensure that Errol will not awaken the ship's cargo is to go there yourself and stop him. We will send you there from here.
But the weapon. Chill out, buddy. You should have Mondale minutes to go there and get back here pronto. I mean, way before the...
Hopefully before.
Ba-boom! Oh, yeah! Let's move.
You idiots. I told you we needed a plan B.
Oh, there's a timer. Now I'm getting flashbacks to Metal Gear Solid 1. Daxter being a precursor is so funny. Today's Tokai Teo's birthday. Also phenomenal. What? Oh, that's not fun. Whew. You know, it's a good thing I never saw anything, or I never looked up like a... Oh my god. I'm glad I never looked up, like, any, like, spoilers for this game. But did it use up my ammo even though I... Okay. That's the GTA method about using up ammo even though you died, so that never happened. I love that feature in games. It's my favorite. I love wasting resources. It's like... It's like one of those things that validates the mindset of like, oh, I can keep this for a later time. Please tell me I'm almost done. Well, things aren't looking good. Not with that timer, at least. Also, I'm glad they made a Wizard of Oz reference. They're really making the big bad villain to be the random guy who was shit at racing. It's like a Guazu and Armored Core 6 all over
things
again.
ever wake up, the planet's finished.
All of these Dark Makers at my command. Just think what I could do.
You're through, Arrow. Even if we both die.
Jack!
Am I gonna go Super Jack?
Let's go, Dax.
I'm glad the... giant enemy spider.
This guy just won't quit.
It's headed for the city. We gotta defend it. For Deimos.
The last charge of the Dark and Light Brigade. Let's do it, partner.
To the end.
In a way, this kind of reminds me of the Strider section from Half-Life 2. Specifically the Strider section from Episode 2. Alright, 3 left. Alright, last one. Cool. There we go. Up for it, flies now. Well, is he gonna make an appearance? Is he gonna do something? Or I guess we're gonna go to him, I suppose. Go. Thank you for the follow. Now then. What was that, huh? Was that a fucking tactical nuke? It was. I fired a tactical nuke, apparently. Jesus Christ. Why is that? Why is the last option for this thing a nuke? What if I can hit with a nuke? It worked.
Now you see why I never lose. You're making this too easy. Let's make this interesting.
Come on. Hit me again. Oh, he almost got me there. Ooh, maybe next time. truth nuke. The piece of metal falls on Daxter. Well, I guess he moved on from Kira. Hey, I'm glad. It's funny that he moved on from Kira. That's funny.
Brave people of this planet, Onin, Samos, and all. Your strength and wisdom in these dark times give us reason to fight on.
My life's work, it turns out, was spent searching for a bunch of furballs.
Onan says it is a great day for the universe.
Jack, you are the greatest of heroes. You have turned the tide against the Dark Makers, and together we will win this war.
But dude, there are like way more challenges in the future.
Ha! Or was it the past?
Yes, I was getting to that.
More adventures? Where have I heard that before?
We need heroes like you to help us protect the universe, Jack.
Then you can call me by my first name, by what my father called me, Mar.
Wait, Jack is Mar? The Mar?
Come then, Mar. No time like the present.
You coming, Dax?
I got all I need right here, baby. But if you need me, and I know you will, you know where to find me.
Oh, Daxter, my little hero.
We owe you much, Daxter, for all you've done. For your bravery in the face of incredible danger, we shall grant you your deepest desire.
You know, I could really use a snazzy pair of pants, like yours.
Wow, those are sharp. I wish I had a pair just like that.
Be careful what you wish for.
Don't worry, honey. You get used to it. Oh, and you may want to shave some parts. Trust me on that.
Hey! Thanks for everything, partner.
Well,
You are a great hero, Daxter.
This is gonna be good. They think I'm a god. And they're right.
I love how she's taller than him still.
This is going to be a long trip.
Where do you think you're going, little bugger? I've decided I want my own sidekick, and you've been nominated. We're gonna be a great
White
team.
girl
Just
curse
don't-
broken. Crazy.
Are you ready, Jack? We have something to show you.
What?
The universe.
Well, clearly Jack has. So if Jack is the Mar, that means he has to have a kid at some point. Wait.
I couldn't leave you, Dax. With all our adventures ahead, you wouldn't last a second without me.
Ah, what a team we are!
Yeah, well, the next adventure, I call the shots. Put it in, partner.
Isn't the next game like a PSP game?
Oh, yeah. Life is good.
Starring Jack 3. Ooh. Starring Jack 3. Oh, there we go. We got more people. I can't. So Jack and Ashlyn are a thing now, apparently. I guess Kira got put in the cuck chair, I suppose. They even look. They already know. They already know they got fucking replaced by the cool redhead voiced by Wonder Woman. How you knew she got completely replaced is like she's no longer an interest. They got Tara Strong voicing her. You know what I mean, Irish? It's kind of fucked up, but it's kind of really funny. Like, you know, I thought her and Thorn had a thing going. I guess not. I guess both of them said, screw Kira, screw Thorn, let's just cut out the middleman. Or something like that, I guess. I can't believe this was an NTR story. I can't believe this was a Kira's NTR story. Kira's Narita top road. Got Narita top roaded. It's funny how Samos had like little to no screen time in this. Now she's a precursor too. What new secrets are waiting now? What's hero mode? Hang on, what is this? Jack 3 hero mode. What is it? Oh, okay, it's New Game Plus with higher difficulty. Unlimited ammo, unlimited invulnerability. Unlimited ammo would be the most useful one, honestly. Just keep spamming the truth nuke everywhere. Well, we finished the game, it seems. That was definitely interesting, I'll say. It is kind of funny, so how that goes. And that means if Jack is the Mar from like who set up this entire city and stuff like that, and has to go back in time at some point, then he's gonna have to have. If that's the case, if Jack is like the original founder, does that mean he's his own ancestor? You get where I'm going with this. This is like Fry killing his grandfather and sleeping with his grandmother all over again. So that means Jack's missing part of his brain. So when the big brains come to steal all the information on Earth, he'll be safe. Well, that's Jack 3 done. Oh, that take us 2 hours. I was right to start later. Gotta uninstall. Open saves folder actually be a better idea. How much is this file size? Oh yeah. I'm gonna copy this. This in documents. Open goal save. Wait, actually, I already have saves to back up. Jack 3. Alright. Let me uninstall this. And let me go delete the ISOs for the PS2. We don't need any more. Actually, no, I won't delete them. I'll fucking store them on portable drive or whatever. But yeah, so what'd you guys think of Jack 3? Now that we got the trilogy done. Honestly, there's some frustrating moments, but overall I thought it was a fun trilogy. But yeah, that is us done for today. I should be up and running to get Drakengard going tomorrow, because I do have it downloaded. So we can play Drakengard if we want. Yeah, so for me, that's I'm done for today. I'm gonna probably go to bed soon and be up in time for work. Yeah, and we should be good to go for Drakengard in the evening. Yeah, thank you all for stopping by. Have a great rest of your night, and I will catch you folks later for some Drakengard, and potentially hate myself if it's going to be absolutely terrible for gameplay-wise. But yeah, we'll see how we go. We'll roll with the punches. Adios, folks. Catch you later.